Hey y'all, welcome to my local flavor kitchen right here in beautiful Branson, Missouri. So today I have my honey Greg with me and we are going to make supper and dessert. So a breakfast dessert. This is just something that you found on TikTok.
Pop-Tarts, homemade Pop-Tarts.
It's like a
giant Pop-Tart.
A giant homemade Pop-Tart. So we're gonna give it a try. And then we're also gonna make some fried pork chops and we're gonna make green beans and new potatoes.
Pork chops and potatoes.
You don't like green beans, right?
No, I'm sorry.
Sorry. Okay, but
you're almost there. You got the meat potatoes.
Okay, well, I love, these are fresh green beans.
Did you cut these out from the side of the road out front? They look fresh.
He doesn't like anything green, so, except money. I knew it. Okay, yeah. So if you don't have a garden and you don't have fresh vegetables.
That would be us.
Right, you can go to, thank God for farmers markets and our aunts and uncles who garden. But anyway, so I did get some fresh green beans and new potatoes while I was at home.
Brand new potatoes.
In Haskell. And so...
why do they call them new potatoes?
I don't know. What? I don't know. I guess because it's...
You ever wondered that?
New. It's...
got me some new potatoes.
Well, yeah, because it's the new... Right? It's the new... I don't know. Anyway, I don't know.
I just wondered.
Okay, so did you ever do this with your grandma? Snap green beans?
No.
Aw, I'm sorry.
She did all the cooking.
I did. So I've already rinsed off my green beans.
I don't think it ever really helped because, I mean, she was like, kind of like you know, you want it done right.
Do it yourself.
Do it yourself.
Right. Well, my grandma was good about letting us do it. Yeah.
Than cooking.
So when you get these, if you get them at the farmer's market or if you dig them out of the ground or you get them from your aunt and uncle or your grandma. So I soak these in hot water and scrub on them a little bit, rub them together, and then dump out the water because they're going to be dirty.
You got to get that new smell off.
You got to, even if you end up eating a little bit of the dirt. Yeah. Oh, okay. I got your joke. Even if you
caught it, throw it that hard.
Even if you do end up eating a little bit of the dirt, it won't hurt you.
Yeah, it's
right?
protein.
Because dirt.
Mud pies.
Yeah. Did you ever make mud pies?
No.
Golly.
Boys didn't do that.
We made mud pies, and I loved making mud pies. So I used to listen to this lady. Her name was Mamie McCullough. Have you ever heard of her?
No.
Okay, so she was a motivational speaker, and she talks about, well, we can snap our green beans while we're doing that. So anyway, so you get your green beans, rinse them off really good, and what you're gonna do is you're just gonna, see the dirt, the yucky end? Yep. You're just gonna snap that off, and we'll put our stuff in. You don't necessarily have to snap the little curly end. I kind of like that, but just the rough ends, and you can see which ones they are. So, anyway, Mamie McCullough was a motivational speaker, and she said her kids used to make mud pies, and so her and their neighborhood kids would have a mud pie contest every year at summertime.
Like a bake-off?
Yeah, and so all the kids would come and make mud pies and decorate them, and she was the judge. And so one year, every year her kids won first, second, and third place, and the other kids said, "That's no fair. Your kids always win." And she said, "Well, if you want to win, have it at your house." I thought that was funny. So I saw something on Facebook the other day about the green beans. This is the original Snapchat.
Nice.
Right?
Yeah, I feel it. So you don't take this end off?
No, I don't, but you can if you want to. I don't take...
Yeah, I feel like we should be gossiping.
Right? About the neighbors? You don't...
Well,
we don't go around. So you'll have like this dirty end, and then you have the little end that just has a little curly Q on it. Now you can take that off if you want, but I don't because I think it's kind of cute.
This is actually more entertaining than the real Snapchat. What I've seen of it.
Yeah. So I just snap off the dirty ends, and then I kind of snap them. Like, just start snapping them like to the size you want them. And so you can just break them up. Are you going to try them at least? Like, give them a try?
Probably not.
Okay. Well, anyway.
But I will try the Pop-Tart, the gigantic Pop-Tart.
Okay. So you're going to get your green beans all snapped. I'm sure most people already know how to do this, but if you don't, if you haven't ever done this, just take them and just start snapping them just to like a green bean size. I feel like we should be on a
front porch in a rocking chair.
We should be, actually. That would have been great. So
with a fly swatter.
Yeah, with a fly swatter and see, you missed that one there. That's a dirty end there. Anyway, okay. So you're just gonna break them up.
It'll cook out.
Just like that. And then we're gonna put them on the stove. So what I like to do is get a big pot, and this is a mess.
Now are these green beans? These are just a version of.
These are green beans. These are real green beans. So we're just gonna pop them like that.
That's hot.
Yeah, be careful. I told you it was hot a while ago. So make them, you know, however big you want them. I'll show you what I've got going here. And this is just a mess. You know, see, look at that. You missed that. Good grief.
I thought you were keeping those.
No, well, oh my goodness. You're not paying attention to which side I'm talking about.
Okay, the blunt side or the pointed side?
The blunt side. I mean, you don't have to keep them like, anyway. So I make them kind of like about this size here, and just get a mess. And a mess is just however many you think that you'll eat. Your family, like if we had everybody here, the kids are here, we would make a little more. But so whatever we have left, I can eat them later because I love these. So what we're gonna do, and then I like, some people don't cut their new potatoes, but I do. I like to cut mine and give them a little, like quarter them up a little like that. Okay, so if you'll do that, but the tiny ones, the little baby ones, no, just throw them in there because they'll be nice and tender. Just throw them in there. So if you want to quarter me a few of those, and then I'm going to get a little pot of water or a big pot of water. So you're going to fill your pot up, turn your stove on high, your burner, I mean, and what you're going to do is you're going to cover your vegetables and let it cook down.
I probably should have helped my grandma because watch her making fried potatoes.
Yeah.
Every one was like exactly the same.
You're scaring me with that knife.
It's
Maybe I
dull.
should do it. Maybe I should do it. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna put your put everything in your pot. Yeah, go ahead and do what you, yeah.
That's a little better there.
Yeah, that's good.
That way I can carve up your countertop instead of my hand.
That would be great.
They don't bounce very good.
No, they don't. Okay, so you're gonna cook these down on high in your pan, and then once the water runs out, then you're gonna pour more water on, cook them down. This is not a dish that you set and forget. This is a dish that you're gonna kind of watch it. So we're gonna do some salt in there and a little pepper. And then once they get nice and tender, then we're gonna put a little bit of bacon pieces in and some butter, and then continue to cook it until they're tender. And then at the end, I like to add a little bit of heavy cream.
So how long do you think this will take?
I'm gonna say it's gonna take about 30 to 45 minutes. So I don't know, it just really depends on how long your, or how fast your stovetop will cook it. So I think that's probably enough. Your ratio on potato to green beans is pretty good. So I'll just show you. I've just got enough water in there just to cover all my vegetables. Gonna cook it down and watch it. So let me get this going over here. You just want them just tender, and it's gonna be so good. So I got that on high, and we're just gonna let that cook down. Now, we're also gonna make some yummy fried pork chops.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, and we got these pork chops today on sale.
Yep.
Right? Okay, so I'm using my electric skillet. So
They weren't like rotten. I mean, they were just.
No, you said, ooh, $5.99. Yeah, you said just starting to turn green, but they're not. They're not turning green. Okay, here, this is very hot, so be very careful. Right. Okay, I'm gonna scoot this over here, and I'm gonna put my electric skillet on to like right about 325, 350. Okay, now, this is how, oh, let me get my bowl back. Sorry, I got rid of my bowl for some reason. All right, I'm gonna pour some buttermilk in here. Get rid of my little green bean snaps.
Do I need a glove for this?
Well, I don't have any gloves right at this moment, sorry. You can just wash your hands off. So get you some buttermilk. Let me shake it up. And this is what we're gonna, this is kind of how we do our pork tenderloin at the restaurant. You're gonna start off with some flour. There's probably about 1.5 cups, 2 cups of flour in here. This is how I make my batter at the restaurant. And it is fantastic. It's a great batter. So, or breading, not batter, I'm sorry, breading. So you've got your flour, and then you're gonna do some salt. We're gonna do some, and I use kosher salt. We're gonna do some coarse black pepper. I do Tony Chachere's, so I just kind of sprinkle it on. I love Tony's. I love this. I just kind of, so I'm gonna say probably about a tablespoon of each thing. Smoked paprika, so good. And I like to put some parsley in there because it gives it color and it just makes it pretty. And baking powder. I got this secret from an Amish lady. She told me that baking powder, is what really makes it fluff up. So I'm gonna say that about 1/4 cup of the baking powder.
That's double action baking powder.
Double action.
Double acting.
That's what it's gonna look like.
Not
double action. All right, here we go. So you're gonna mix this up really good.
Do I need to start soaking these in the?
No, be careful now. That's very hot.
In the.
No, what you're gonna do.
I'll just tell them.
This is how we do. I'm sorry. You can, if you want to do it, I'll just show you how to do it. I'm just gonna show you. So get this mixed up really good, and then you're gonna do flour, buttermilk, flour again. And I'm just gonna take a little bit of flour and do it like, oh yeah, just do a little sprinkle, and see how it sizzles right up.
I'm ready for this meat to start sizzling.
All right.
Dip it and then back in the flour.
Yep, back in the flour. Yep, and I'm gonna start your water running over here for you to wash your hands off.
And that's it. And then drop it in the fryer.
Yeah, don't just drop it in because it's very hot. You're gonna lay it in. Yeah, just lay it in. There you go. Yeah, all just right. Like that. Okay, perfect. That looks really good.
I mean, are we doing all these?
Well, I figure we should just go ahead and do them all, and then you can take some home with you. Does that sound good?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. And then another thing that I got down at the farmer's market, this was in Haskell, but they have farmer's markets everywhere. So just get online and figure out where one is. Was a good old onion. I love, and I can eat this like an apple. I know you can't, but a good old onion, good old garden onion. Doesn't that look good?
It does. Yeah, dip that thing in some caramel, bake it in a pie.
Oh God.
Have you seen where they do the caramel onion?
Yeah, they make people think that it's an apple. So I'm gonna get this cut up and put it in a little bowl or something so that we can have it. And I've got your water running over here for you to wash your hands off when you're done.
All right.
Can you scoot over just for a second? All right, so I'm just gonna do this onion real quick. This is maybe old-timey, but you know, I just remember having a plate of onions. That was like a side dish at my grandma's. Just onion on the table. We just ate it as a side dish. So this week at Local Flavor has been great. We've been so busy. And my sister and my nieces have been here all week helping out. Oh, that's going to be way too hot for you to wash your hands. I got to turn that. I got to turn that to a little cooler so you don't scream.
Right. I think I inhaled some of this stuff.
You probably did. Here's a towel for you to dry your hands off. All right, so I'm just going to slice it. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Sizzling, looking golden brown. And then I'm just going to take my onion and just kind of go down the middle there and just make a little onion slice for our side, an extra side for us. Just good old garden vegetables, so yummy. But anyway, my sister and my nieces were here this week. Oh my gosh, my nieces, they worked so hard. Ava learned how to do appetizers this week, and Livy ran the whole front of the house. They are so good, such good little workers, aren't they?
They are.
And they loved every minute of it.
Your post about Facebook about them being 11.
Yeah.
And working and waiting on tables. I was thinking I was probably watching Fall Guy or Dukes of Hazzard at 11.
Of course you were. Okay, let me get a plate for this and a paper towel.
But they are,
I'm not very organized today.
yes.
Okay, so we're gonna put a paper towel on a plate so that when you get it out of the oil, it will just drain right onto there. Okay, so see how it's golden brown like that?
it is golden brown.
It is, and I mean, these are gonna be so good. So that baking powder, it gives it kind of a flaky crust. And this is how we make our chicken fried steak, our chicken fried chicken, our chicken bites, our fried green tomatoes, our pork tenderloin. This is the batter that we use for all of that. So we can finish these up later, you know, for you, but once we get that fried up. And it's probably gonna take about 3 to 4 minutes on each side, just until they're golden brown. I like mine crispy, but this is a foolproof breading that you can use on everything. Oh, okra, our okra.
Yep.
You just dip your okra in
Onion
butter.
rings?
No, we don't do our onion rings, but you can just dip your okra, get some frozen or fresh, whatever you want to use, put it in your buttermilk, dip it in here, sift it off, and throw it in your hot grease at 350. I'm telling you, the best okra you've ever had. So this is like this right here is going to be your garden, fried green tomato squash. I like to chunk all my tomatoes and squash and all of that up together, just with some potatoes, and just make like a succotash. And I think I've made that. Haven't we made that before? Yeah.
And you ate some at the Silver Dollar City too.
Yeah, it wasn't as good as I remembered. Yeah, I mean, it was good. And you can put sausages in it. I think it's on one of our videos.
Except they use a snow shovel to stir it up with.
Yeah.
It's amazing how much they make it one time.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna finish frying this up, and then we're gonna get, as soon as our water cooks off of our green beans and our potatoes, when it gets down and it soaks all that up, you just add more water, and we're gonna do that for a couple of times. And then right at the end, we're gonna add some bacon and butter and heavy cream, and it is gonna be so good. All right, so we'll finish frying these up and then we'll come back. Sound good? All right. Okay, so we've got our, half of our pork chops are done, and we've got the other half going here. And these are thin pork chops. So when I say 3 to 4 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes, if you have a thicker pork chop, you definitely want to wait, and it wants to be and you want to wait and cook it a little longer. So your chicken and your pork chops are going to be like at 165 and to test them, but your steak, I don't usually cook my steak as long as I cook my chicken and my pork, because I kind of like mine still a little bit like medium. So if you're going to do those, those are looking really good and crispy. So if you want to go ahead and turn go ahead and put it on here and then turn your fire off. So while our green beans are cooking, since it takes a little bit, we're going to go ahead and make our Pop-Tart, our gigantic Pop-Tart. So I've got the oven. So what you're going to do is you're going to get some pie crust, and we've got great value pie crust here. And it says whatever the temperature for the pie crust, and this one was at 450, right?
I think so. I don't have my glasses on.
I don't either, but yes, bake.
Yeah, 450, 451, whatever it takes, right?
Yes, so 450. I think that says 450. All right, so we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna spray my pan. All right, so I've got my pan sprayed, and we're gonna use these pie crust right here. So
yeah, I don't know how do you?
Yeah, put it in the pan. Now remember, you can do any kind that you want. You can do blueberry, blackberry,
No, not banana.
cinnamon, whatever. But we're gonna do strawberry because we love strawberry. So oh good grief, I just dropped that.
5-second rule.
Thank God it was still in the pack of the plastic. Okay, so what we've done is we went and got some fresh strawberries, and we've already chopped them up. I did, chopped them up. And this was
Somebody has to watch.
Right. This was one big container of strawberries. And then we bought strawberry pie filling.
And this one came with a lid that broke off, so I had to use a can opener.
All right, so here you go. So go ahead.
Yeah.
So you're gonna do like one big container of, I don't know where that came from, one big container of strawberry fresh strawberries chopped up, and then you're going to do 2 cans of the strawberry pie filling. All right. So just kind of make your crust, pull it down, make it as rectangular as you can, and to fit your pie crust. Oh dear Lord, that is a mess right there. The lid tab came right off.
Easy open.
You're getting that everywhere.
I don't know what else to do.
Well, just.
I swear.
I know. All right. Be careful. You're going to cut yourself. Okay, there. That's good. Just. All right, just mix it up.
So much for a great value.
So you can do, fresh blueberries, and then get blueberry pie filling. But our oven is set at 450. The same directions as our pie crust.
Apple would be good.
Oh, apple and cinnamon. Yeah, apple pie filling.
Sprinkle some cinnamon up on the top.
Yeah, apple pie filling would be good. I think this is going to be way
awesome.
Too much. Way too much. I think we can make 2 of these. We're not using all of this. No.
2 Pop-Tarts, 1 for me and 1 for you.
Do not, listen, we should have bought 2 of these. We've got way too much.
I got it on my shirt.
Good Lord. Okay, so we're gonna.
Make sure you wear a shirt that's the same color.
Okay, so we're gonna do 2 of these. We're gonna have to go get some more pie crust because that is way too much. Okay, so let's say 1, what was this recipe?
I don't know, just.
Okay, do not.
Something on.
Get a smaller thing
Facebook.
of strawberry. Yeah, do not do this. This is way too much.
Well, there's nothing wrong with having more than.
Okay, so then you're gonna fill this up, and then we're gonna make.
This is gonna be better than Pop-Tart because.
It's gonna be just like strawberry pie. I
know I always say everything's better when I was a kid, but I swear Pop-Tart used to be a little thicker.
I forgot to look for some sprinkles because, yeah, it said. I thought we had some. I think we have some sprinkles. I think I do have sprinkles somewhere.
I
could have sworn.
He said we put icing all the way to the edges. I don't understand why.
It's like a
2024 and they still can't ice
little drizzle of. Oh, you know what? I told you that I had sprinkles and. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to dig deeper. Dig deeper for. Ah, here they are. Sprinkles right here. I knew I had some.
This is gonna be good.
Okay, they're not.
That's about half-ish.
These aren't exactly like the color that you would want. I would get the, the little tiny different color.
Yeah,
what in the?
I don't know. It's everywhere.
You've got that.
These are.
My God.
These are BBs, aren't they?
No, they're not BBs.
Are they edible?
They're red. Yes, they're edible. Okay, anyway, you can get the little sprinkles. I said I had some, but I lied. Lied.
Like hard.
Okay. Oh my gosh, let me get this out of here. This is going to be just like a strawberry pie. Okay, so what we're going to do is unroll our pie crust here. I know that's all I have is what I had in the bottom of that drawer, I think. Unless you want to look over there in that candy drawer and see if there might be some in there. I don't know. Okay, we're going to unroll this. We've let this set out a long time. And then lay it right on top. Just like that.
Got some AA batteries, a Barbie doll head, and some Barbie sauce. That's all that's in here.
That is not true. Okay.
And a couple keys that we don't know where.
Right. Okay, now you're going to just take it and you're going to pinch it on the edges to make it look pretty.
Oh. It's edible. It ought to be pretty.
I mean, just pinch it up. Like a Pop-Tart. Like you would a Pop-Tart. Like our Pop-Tarts look, kind of pinched. Look at that. That looks cute, doesn't it? Look
Did you
at
eat
that.
Pop-Tarts when you were a kid?
Oh, I still eat Pop-Tarts. I love Pop-Tarts. Look at that. Looks like a big, gigantic Pop-Tart. Okay, we're going to pop this in the oven at 450 for about 15 or look at all of this. This will make way. Good God,
Shoot,
we're gonna have to.
with a spoon right now.
We're gonna have to make more stuff and give them away, I guess. We'll just make some strawberry pie.
Just make another Pop-Tart. Take it to the
I
wife
might have.
with it.
I might have some.
I think they make a little deal where you can make it like fried pies. A little.
Yeah, I might have
be
some
good.
pie crust in the freezer.
So what do we got here?
Okay, so we're just gonna make a glaze for this Pop-Tart when it gets out of the oven. And so I just have about a cup of powdered sugar, and you can use milk, but I think we'll just use this heavy cream since we already have it. Don't you think that's a good idea?
Sounds good.
Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. It doesn't take much.
Do they still put pictures of kids on milk cartons?
No, they don't do that anymore. People don't drink milk cartons. That's old news.
They don't have milk cartons anymore.
No, now we have Amber Alerts.
Yeah.
Amber Alert. I had. Did you hear that about the wedding that they were in the middle of a wedding and everybody's phone was on silent, but it's still.
Oh wow.
It went off. So you can just make a glaze. Look at that. Look how easy that is.
Is that going to be enough?
Yeah, it'll be plenty. So.
Because remember, we're going all the way to the edge.
Okay, so listen. We use heavy cream. You can use milk, whole milk, 2%, whatever you want.
Buttermilk.
And you
Don't use buttermilk.
And you can, no, do not use buttermilk. You can also use water if you want. So look at that. Just make, I mean, that is how fast that is. A little icing, little
Well, you use water if you're going to make a, what's the knockout Pop-Tart? Toast them or toast them ups or something?
I don't know. Something like that. Anyway, and then we're going to sprinkle. It probably would look like a real Pop-Tart if we did. I'm sorry. I said we had some at home. I should.
Those are.
I should have went with my gut.
Flavor.
Okay, so I was going to show you right now what's going on over here with our potatoes. They're getting really tender. Our green beans and our potatoes are getting tender. The water, it'll soak up the water, and then I just keep adding water. And you're just going to keep doing that until it gets like almost, you know, just really, really, till it sops it all up. I know I don't explain things very well, do I? I'm sorry.
I'm learning.
I'm just telling you.
I'll be honest, I'm more interested in the Pop-Tart.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, we're just gonna cook it down. It's gonna cook all into your green beans and your potatoes, and then we're just gonna keep adding water. And as soon as that's ready, I'm gonna just show you what it looks like. We're gonna add butter, bacon, and it is gonna be so good. All right?
Sounds
and
good.
our Pop-Tart's cooking. So it should all come together here in just a little bit, and I'm gonna go look for some more pie crust so we can get rid of this stuff. All right.
Get that faulty can out of here.
So our Pop-Tart is still cooking in the oven, and I did get our green beans done. So what I did was, after the water all cooked off of them, then I took butter. I took some butter, which probably more than most people would use, and some bacon, which I have these bacon pieces like that. It's real bacon and it's just chopped up. We keep these in the restaurant. We put these in our pimento cheese sandwiches, and we actually cover our burgers with these big pieces of bacon, and then we put it all over the burger, and then we cover it with cheese, and that's your bacon cheeseburger, so that you get a bite of bacon in every bite, not just take a bite and the bacon comes off, you know. But anyway, so after you put your butter and your bacon in there, then I put a little bit of heavy cream, and then I kind of just start mashing it. And it looks, you know, just like that. This is how my grandma made it, and I just love this. It's not soupy, and it's not, it's I don't know how to explain it. More like a green bean casserole almost, but it's so good. All right, so we're gonna give it a try. I know you're only gonna eat the potato part of it, but
Tearing one of them pork chops.
yeah, so I'm gonna get a pork chop and put it on here. And a way my grandma always kept, she would fry her chicken and stuff up before we came for Sunday dinner. And then she would put it in a pan on warm in the oven. So if this doesn't look like grandma's house, look at that. You know what would be even better with that? A big old piece of corn on the cob. Big old corn on the cob would be good with that. But anyway, this onion is so good. Oh my gosh. It is just so fresh and so good. So how's the pork chop?
Good.
You already got you a piece of it, right? Let me taste it. That baking powder makes it so flaky.
Good. Good.
Crispy and delicious. That is so good. Now, I really do want you to try a potato though. Would you try a potato for me, please?
Good.
You like it? It's really good. And you probably wouldn't even taste the green beans if you took a big bite of this. But this is so good.
I fell for that all my life when I was a kid. You won't even. You can't even taste the green beans. Then why would you put them in there? Come on.
That takes me back to Grandma's house. So good. I just want you to make stuff that your kids, this would be fun to go get the green beans and snap the green beans. And then, of course, they're going to love the gigantic Pop-Tart that we've made.
If you want the full effect of eating at Grandma's house, turn your air conditioner off.
Right.
About 98 degrees in there.
Right. I remember my Uncle Alan, he bought an air conditioner, a window unit for the dining room at our grandma's, and he said, Mom, you don't have to run this except for when we're here on Sunday. But if you want me to come and see you, you're going to turn this air conditioner on. It was so funny.
I don't know. And there's some people we talked about the other day, people that still don't, you know.
Floyd. Yeah. The guy that built a house for us, he does not have an air conditioner because he works out in the heat all day long, and he doesn't want to go and get cold and then go back out in the heat. He said it makes him sick.
That's, to me, though, that's like saying, well, I haven't ate all day, so I'm not going to eat now because then I'll be full. I don't know.
And this onion, these onions are so good. Let me show you. I'm hungry because
that's a neat look. And that's your grandma's bowl.
this is my grandma's bowl. Yeah, isn't that neat?
That's cool.
These onions are so good. Oh my gosh, they're kind of sweet.
Centerpiece.
So yeah, until it rots.
Yeah.
It starts stinking. But anyway, I'm hungry because we went and ate lunch today, but we didn't finish our lunch.
Not everywhere in Branson is good.
But we're not. Yeah.
But
anyway. Okay.
You know what we're not going to do, though?
But you know what is good?
We're not going to get
what
on
is
Facebook
good? No.
and start complaining about it.
You want to know what is good? Local flavor. So, we're going to get this Pop-Tart out of the oven. I can't stop eating this stuff. It's so good.
It's golden brown.
Oh, golden brown. Oh my gosh, it looks wonderful.
It's 14 karat, but it's fixing to be 24 karat gold. Perfect.
Oh my goodness. Now, if here's your giant Pop-Tart. Look at that. Woo! There's your giant strawberry Pop-Tart.
Sounds like a fajita Pop-Tart.
Okay, watch out. Okay, so now we've got, by the way, Greg ran to the store during our break.
I didn't run, I drove.
Because he could not take my pearl
They're like
and red candies that I used for Valentine's Day.
hard as a rock.
Okay, so we're gonna take that.
We need to let this cool off?
I don't know, do we? What do you think?
I don't know, you're
I would go
a pro.
Well, I'm not a pro at making a giant Pop-Tart, but yeah, I would just drizzle it all on there. And then we went and got the colorful, or he did, went and got the colorful candies here so that it will look, oh my goodness, that looks so good. The kids, yeah, I think so.
I think it's actually called a Pop-Tart cobbler, but
Probably so because, okay, I think that's plenty. All right, there you go. So we're gonna do the sprinkles.
now the tough part's gonna be letting it cool.
I know, right?
Take it in that freezer in there.
No, then it'll crack my dish. Okay, I'm gonna show you with the sprinkles on that it really does look like a Pop-Tart. And the kids will love this, making a humongous Pop-Tart. Doesn't that look good? So,
Awesome.
And I mean, I'm sure that it's gonna be delicious, but you know, we're gonna have to wait for it to cool.
Yeah.
Because it is sizzling. So anyway, that's our supper time for tonight. And we appreciate you watching. We love to do this. And if you're in Branson, come and see us right here on 76 Country Boulevard. We're right across the street from the Upside Down building, and we have met so many great people. We've had so many people come in and say they watch our YouTube.
Yes.
And that's exciting. So we're almost to 1,000 followers.
It's always more exciting when someone says, "Oh, watch your videos," rather than Cheddar said it was an hour and a half wait.
Right. But anyway, we appreciate you. So subscribe and share our videos if you will. We love doing this, and hopefully maybe somebody will come and want to do a show with us, and we can have like production, and we don't have to do all the editing. Right? Anyway, okay, we appreciate you guys, and we'll see you here at Local Flavor. Come and see us.
What do you call it? The outfit people. What do you call it? I don't know. Dressing, wardrobe?
Oh, wardrobe. Yeah, that would be great.
You could get a makeup.
That would be great.
Girl.
Makeup.
And I could get a wardrobe girl.
Okay. All right. See ya.
This is gonna be awesome.
I know, right?